Hey everyone, get that to-do list ready and let's tackle this weekend reset together. Today's video is jam-packed full of cleaning, a recipe, and I'm going to be talking about where I have been on my 5-week-long unplanned hiatus away from YouTube. So let's get together and let's get this tackled.
I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm thinking about it all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast.
We are going to be starting off in my kitchen because it is an absolute dumpster fire, like a complete hot mess express. And this was actually filmed on my son Kobe's 18th birthday, so we were going to be having family over that evening for, you know, a little celebration, cake and ice cream and all that jazz. So I was like, oh man, I gotta get this house in order. So I'm taking you guys along with me, and if you have a kitchen that's a hot mess express, put me up on that TV or on your phone or whatever, and let's tackle it together. I will get into a little bit later on in this video where I've been off to in the last 5 or 6 weeks since I've been on hiatus from YouTube, but I don't want these voiceovers to get too long-winded, so let's go ahead and enjoy some music while we tackle this kitchen.
That it's real, cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna na 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but
To clean my counters and stuff and my appliances, I was just using my thieves cleaner. It is the concentrate from Young Living. I'm not a rep for Young Living, but I just really love their products. I say that in almost every single video, but it's my favorite cleaner to use. It's an all-purpose cleaner. It does such a great job. Usually it's 1 cap full for 16 ounces of water. That spray bottle is 24 ounces, and I do 2 cap full because I like it to be a little bit more concentrated, but it's a wonderful degreaser and all-purpose cleaner. And I use it on my appliances, on my stainless steel. I use it on my countertops and everything with a microfiber cloth. That stuff is golden. It does such a good job.
I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady 'cause I'm happy.
Before we get too far into this video, I thought I would go ahead and introduce myself and my channel. Especially if you are new around here, hi, my name is Tiffany. I am a late 30-something stay-at-home wife and mom to 3 kids. So I have Kobe, who is now 18, and then my son Chase is 15, and then my daughter Caitlin is 13, and I've been married to my husband Nate for 19 years now, and we are raising our family in Las Vegas, where I was born and raised, and then my husband is from a little small town outside of Vegas. But on my channel, you are going to find all things homemaking, so cleaning, cooking, day in the life, organization projects, stuff of that nature. So if you like that type of content, I hope you will consider liking and subscribing and joining my community here on YouTube. Other than my 5-week-long hiatus, I normally post every single Saturday, and I plan to get back to that. So like I said, if you like that type of content, I hope you will consider liking and subscribing.
Much colder, if only you could see. Don't you know that you're beautiful? Just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful? No matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. Don't let them sell you all of their dirt. It all will come back once the tables turn. Bolder, go bolder. Now set your sails on high. And you're stronger, much stronger than they will ever be. Don't you know that you're beautiful? Just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful? No matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. We're beautiful. So don't go changing. You're perfect as you are, just the way you are. Keep on shining. You're perfect as you are, just the way you are. Don't you know that you're beautiful? Just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful?
For my returning subscribers, you guys know, and I've talked about this before, but this is the area where my son Kobe sits and always makes this area super messy with his eating. But if you are new around here, my son Kobe, he is 18 and he is severely autistic and intellectually disabled, and he's very routine. So this is where he likes to sit and eat the majority of his meals, and he is just a very messy eater. We were working with him, we were still continuing to work with him, but he's just a very messy eater. So I have to clean this space often, but it gets really disgusting, and he likes to play on his computer sometimes when he's eating, unless we were eating like dinner and stuff like that. So it takes me quite a while to clean this space sometimes. I gonna be honest, I like just kind of casually wipe it down in between his meals, like if he's home on the weekends and stuff, but I don't do a deep clean until the end of the day because otherwise I'd be here for like ever.
Oh, what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
I do want to apologize for the lighting quality throughout this video. I try my absolute best to use like my ring light and stuff, but the lighting in my kitchen is horrible, and then on top of that it was like a very gloomy day out this day, so we were just doing the best we can, but I just wanted to apologize for that. But we're going to be moving on to sweeping my kitchen here in a minute, and I decided to leave some audio in because Lucy, my 2-year-old purebred dachshund, was losing her mind. I know, Goose. I'm not doing it to torture you, I promise. Poor little Lucy. I just wanted to leave that in because it gets so loud in my house. That's why I turn like the background noise off a lot, because Lucy, this is like the bane of her existence, is this broom. She wants to chase it. That's why I have to lock her behind the gates by my mom's bedroom, because she will lose her absolute mind. Like, she hates that broom with a passion and will come and like try to attack it and chew it up. So I have to lock her up when I do that, but normally I would use my beautiful, lovely Dyson V11, but unfortunately the canister broke on it, so I'm waiting for a replacement part right now. And so in the meantime, I was just sweeping and then using my Shark vacuum to like vacuum it up, because I realized that my little dustpan and broom was missing. So I don't really know what happened to it, but yeah. But now we're moving on to just steam mopping my kitchen with my Bissell steam mop. I love this steam mop. Steam mopping, I've been preferring it lately just because my back has kind of been bothering me a little bit. And then on top of that, Kobe's disgusting mess calls for the steam mop. So yeah, I really enjoy actually steam mopping. So I used the steam mop, and then I used like a certain water that's made for the steam mop that I got from Amazon, or you can get it at Target actually.
Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you, everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
Now we are going to be moving on to my Hot Mess Express living room. We are going to be needing to put all of those drinks out in my garage. We have some packages that haven't been opened, and we are just going to get this place nice and picked up, and then I will start getting some decor put out for my son Kobe's birthday. And I have Caitlin that is actually going to be helping me along. She had just gotten home from school, and she's going to change and then help me get all of this done.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
All right, now I figured it is a good time to discuss where I have been the last like 6 weeks. Well, first of all, I got really sick with bronchitis and I started to feel better. And then Caitlin and I ended up going to Disney for spring break. It was a very, very, very last minute trip with my best friend and her daughter, and we had the best time, but I was still kind of recovering from bronchitis. I mean, I was better and all that jazz, but I was still kind of recovering. And, with bronchitis, it's kind of like a roller coaster. Like you have your good days and your bad days, but it takes a while to heal from it. And I know this from experience because it seems that every little sniffle that I get usually turns into bronchitis. So good times. But I'm not going to complain because it had been since like last year in August when I got sick last. So I'm counting my blessings, but yeah, I got pretty freaking sick. And then after I started to get better, we went to Disney and then I got back and I ended up getting a sinus infection. And then when I went in to see the doctor, he was like, oh, and you definitely have like bacterial bronchitis. Like I don't think it's you ever fully healed from it. And so he gave me a really strong antibiotic to treat both, but that is part of the reason that I have been on hiatus. But I will continue on with this story because I'm going to let some music play through so that this voiceover doesn't get too long-winded. Caitlin was helping me to put up the rest of Kobe's birthday decor, and we just had family over with some pizza and his favorite cake, and 18 is definitely a milestone birthday, and her facial expressions kill me. But it was very low-key for him. Kobe would get very overwhelmed if we planned like a huge party for him or anything, so we just kept it pretty low-key with just our family, and he loved it. He was a happy boy. He enjoyed his cake, he enjoyed his ice cream, he enjoyed his presents, so it was a good day. After vacuuming, I'm just using my O-Cedar spin mop with my lavender Fabuloso to mop the floors. I love using my spin mop. I love, using the Fabuloso. I use the antibacterial one. It smells amazing, and it just leaves my home feeling so clean and fresh. So I just absolutely love that stuff. And then I used, of course, my favorite thieves cleaner when I was cleaning off the table and dusting and all that, and then using Endust to polish the furniture. Now it is the next day and I am going to be putting some spaghetti in my crock pot. This is my favorite way to make spaghetti. It's a shortcut, it's easy. I'm actually doubling my normal recipe, so I have 2 pounds of lean ground beef right here, and I'm going to be adding about a teaspoon each of, of minced onions, and then some garlic powder, and then just some salt and pepper to season the meat itself. I won't drain this because it's such a lean ground beef. It's not really necessary, so I'm just going to brown it. And then in my crock pot, I'm putting in 2 containers or 2 jars of the ragu chunky tomato, onion, and garlic pasta sauce. And I love ragu. It's just an easy, cheap pasta sauce, and I put a little bit of water in and shake out the rest, and then I put 2 16-ounce cans of tomato sauce in there, and I kind of, like my mom calls this, like doctoring it up. So I'll put those in. I'll put in a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, about a teaspoon each, and then some Italian seasoning and parsley. And don't dog me, but I put in a little bit of chili powder in my spaghetti sauce. And it doesn't add spice or anything, it just adds a little bit extra depth to the flavor and kind of like almost like a smokiness a little bit, but not, if that makes sense. But I've done this for years and everybody always says how great my pasta sauce is. Well, this is why. I'm also adding like a little half teaspoon of sugar to cut down on the acid, and then just some salt and pepper, and then 2 bay leaves. And then you're just gonna add the, the pasta, or the, oh my gosh, I can't even talk, you guys, but the ground beef to it, put the lid on it, and then cook it on low for about 6 hours, and then serve it over your favorite noodles, and that's pretty much it, you guys. It is so good, it is so delicious, and it is definitely a family favorite. But now I'm moving on to just prepping all of my fruits. Don't forget to wash your fruits, people. You should see the water when I'm done washing my fruits. It always grosses me out each and every time.
I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do, 'cause I'm not gonna let you slip away. I won't waste this. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love? When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say to me is like poetry. I just want you for my own. It's really easy to tell that you're the best girl I've ever known. I'm not gonna waste this. What you wanna do now?
Did you guys miss my grossed out face when I was trying to clean the strawberries? I saw this just really rotten smelling strawberry, and so I made that face. But now I'm cutting up this pineapple, and I was on the struggle bus because my knives are not very sharp. I need to buy a new sharpener for my knives. So I went ahead and got a serrated knife, and it made cutting this like pineapple a heck of a lot easier. So yeah, that's what I did.
Fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turned up the pace.
Okay, so getting back to what I was saying before about where I've been on hiatus. So I had mentioned, that I was sick and all that, and so I'm much better now. I couldn't talk for a little bit. I was so congested and everything. So, I filmed this video and it was supposed to be up weeks ago, you guys. And I felt so guilty about not putting a video out, but I honestly have not only been sick, but I've really been struggling with my mental health, and I've been very open and honest about that on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I post there literally almost every single day on stories, and I've been very open about my struggles lately with my mental health, with my self-worth, with my confidence, all that type of stuff. I've really just been struggling to find and make sure that I'm doing what I should be doing, as a mom and as a wife, and struggling with staying home. My husband makes great money and all that stuff, but I'm like questioning whether I'm doing enough almost every single day. And I've always been that way. I've always struggled a little bit. I might come off as a very confident person, but I'm not. I really do struggle with my confidence and my self-worth. So anyway, I've been struggling with that, and then on top of that, we've got a lot of personal stuff going on within our family, and it's been a little bit of a struggle, and I don't want to get too much in personal or into detail about it because it's not completely my story to tell, but that's all going on. And then on top of that, with my son Kobe turning 18, it really hit me hard, you guys. It really hit me hard as a mom, and I feel like other moms can relate to this. When your child turns 18, it's a milestone, and there's just certain milestones that Kobe will never hit, and that really got to me and made me super emotional, and I'm super emotional as I'm talking about it now. The night before his birthday, I was a wreck. I literally cried myself to sleep. I woke up with the puffiest eyes the next day because I am just not ready for my sweet, innocent boy to be a man in the eyes of the law. And we are in the process of getting custody of him or guardianship of him because he cannot mentally take care of himself. In the eyes of the law, he's an adult, but he's mentally like a 5-year-old, if that. And so it's just been a little bit of a struggle, and I've just been trying to come to terms with everything. And of course, I want my boy to be with us forever, so that's not an issue. It's just those milestones that he's not crossing, and that hits sometimes. That hits hard. It hits hard emotionally, mentally. It's been rough. And so I'm just being open and honest about it because I feel like if there's another mom out there that's maybe, going through the same thing, maybe she can relate. Okay, on a lighter note, I was using my Shark vacuum to clean my couch, and normally I love to use my Dyson, but Dyson's in the shop, basically. So I had to use my Shark, and so I was going between attachments, and you guys, I attached the little vacuum part backwards, and you guys are going to see here in a second, it wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why, and I had to leave this clip in here because it's so funny. Goodness. Watching this back, I'm still laughing at myself. Oh my gosh. You guys, I was like vacuuming. I'm like, why is this it's not sucking up anything. I'm like, oh my gosh, this in my head. I'm like, this stupid thing is not working. Great. Another vacuum's broken. And then I realized I had attached it backwards, so it wasn't sucking up anything. We'll just add this in the Tiff-isms pile. I felt so dumb, you guys. And then I do something later on when I'm like moving the furniture, the table, you guys will see here in a little bit, I moved my coffee table and I pinched my finger so bad and it hurt so bad, and you'll see that here in a little bit in the video. It's really funny.
10 feet underground, when you're so deep you're about to drown, when you're in the lost and found, 'cause heartaches only last a day. Ooh, but your heart will never fade away. Go out and find your way. Don't let them take your soul away. Not a week, not a single day. Hold true to what you wanna be. Never let go, and here's the key. Be you, yeah, only you, only you. Be you, yeah, only you, only you. Sky meets the ground and draws a line. It's been true for the longest time. Just know.
Okay, now we are moving on. Caitlin, I had her come down and assist me in moving this couch because it is super heavy. Like, it doesn't look like it, but we were on the struggle bus trying to move this thing, and it'd been a while since I cleaned behind here, and it was, look at you guys, it was so gross. Like, so gross. So of course I locked Lucy up again, and I'm sweeping this up with the bane of her existence. So I did that, and then I'm going to move the couch again and get behind on the other side. But it was a struggle bus. I forget how heavy that dang thing is, and it kept coming unhooked and everything. Oh my goodness, we were on a struggle bus. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so the conclusion to my hiatus. So between, like I said, being sick and then all the stuff that I had going on, I was really struggling to, with just the motivation to put out content and stuff. And then I had filmed this video and I'd imported all of my footage, and I made the mistake of importing it directly into iMovie and not downloading the footage onto my computer first. So I had edited the whole video, I had done everything, and then I got the dreaded black screen of death, and I couldn't get it to export. And I was so upset and I was getting frustrated, and so I had to start this editing process all over again, and I just got really discouraged and stuff. So I'm like, I kept putting it off, but I'm happy to report I'm doing much better, you guys. I'm working out, I'm doing the things that bring me joy, and I have the most amazing husband that supports me in every single flipping thing that I do. I don't know how I got so lucky with my Nate. We've, like I said, we've been together for 19 years, and there is nothing that that man will not do for me, and he supports every single thing that I do, and that has helped me out immensely. So I'm doing much better, and I will be a lot more consistent on here. I already have tons of footage filmed, and I'm very excited going forward. I have a bunch of new stuff and new content to share, so stay tuned. I'm very excited, and I thank you all for reaching out and checking on me and asking where I've been. I appreciate you all so much. I cannot say thank you enough, so thank you. I appreciate you.
I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know
Again, in my mop bucket, I am just using that lavender, antibacterial lavender fabuloso. Smells so good, and just some nice, very hot water, and I just a very, very damp mop head so that it's not too soaked. It's just really, really damp, very wrung out, and it does such a good job cleaning these floors. It always leaves them feeling so clean.
I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been. I would give you the...
Now that I am done with the mopping, I am now going to put this rug back underneath the couch, and you guys, it was quite the workout. I was on the struggle bus. I could have waited for Nate to get home, and he probably could have done this a lot faster than me, but I was so determined to do this on my own, and maybe it was a big mistake because this was so hard and awkward. It was like such a workout. You guys will see my many facial expressions and me falling over because I was so tired. The rug is heavy, the couch is awkward and heavy, and yeah, I was on the struggle bus. But anyway, I wanted to say a very heartfelt thank you again to everyone that has reached out during my hiatus. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. This community means so, so much to me, and I'm so very grateful for everyone that I have met along the way. I appreciate you more than you guys know, and I am so excited. I am so motivated now. I have so much content planned. I have a lot of stuff that's already pre-filmed, and I cannot wait to share that with all of you, including like a mom car clean that's coming here soon. So I really appreciate you guys once again, but that's gonna be, oh boy, that's when I pitched my finger. It did not feel good. But anyway, that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope this gave you guys tons of motivation to get things done, but I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye for now.
'Cause I don't know what to do.